Hey guys, Tom here. Well, I'll tell you, I understand that there's been an energetic change. I was listening to CJ earlier. It is true. There is a difference, a marked difference, a very notable difference between me and 3 months ago, and or me and 6 months ago, and or it's a so this thing of the energetic stuff. We're we're going to be There's going to be some of them dropping off, but we're picking up some others, and I'm really very happy to have some replacements for our helpers, so we can be, of course, free of these others that are full of hate and they're not today and they're disloyal and all that. And we'll be glad of it. I understand that. But again, some of these predictions have to do with, well, it's depending on how much it looks like everything's going swimmingly, and always the best predictions, it seems like, are on tap whenever it's always the same damn crowd trying to latch back on and just, in other words, just start again without any permission or any words between us or anything else. It's, you know, like spiritual pirates or leeches or something. But I'm glad things are going a lot better, and I'm glad that everything's going. Our boundaries are being respected, and we're having a little bit of an influx to our finances, and that's pretty good. I expected better than what I was getting today with these people. It's like something that should have took 15 minutes. They want to turn into like 2 hours, and then it sounds like, well, might has to wait till tomorrow even. And it's like, I don't care if you are of the other team. The legalities are, this is mine, and if some portion of it I have to leave behind is legally required, then it's legal for them to show me the legal requirements of that. Like these people are, here it is. Here's the legal form that explains that. Rather than trying to be all cagey and act like there's some kind of secrecy thing. We're talking about basic banking kind of thing here, you know? Um, it's just, what I was witnessing was, really, again, more of the contrary. Can't come to the agreement thing, even though the business of it is just exactly what it is. And shouldn't have taken more than 15 minutes probably to get this stuff done. There was no reason to draw it out. But except that somehow that feeds the contrariness of, well, they're not, I'm denying them something somehow, or in the time they expect. You see what I'm saying? Why do you think I'd ever take these people on? That's what I'm saying. Why do you think? Why? Who? There's no one in darkness, the wicked witch. No one. The night, not the tater, or any, not the Swifty. No one who can say that we're in some form of consensual agreement. An agreement that's educated, or that, for that example, is consensual. Because it's just, it isn't. That's the simple fact. I mean, we've studied clearly, and the thing of it is like, if you are going to place yourself in these situations where I'm here just to do business, to get what I'm after, because you know what? I have things to do too. There's places to go and things to buy, services to purchase. You're wasting my time like that. And unless we're in a social setting where people are speaking to each other like we're people instead of cagey, dancing around stuff, then what do you expect? Are you trying to work something out, or it's like, what I see is these people talking about healing. I don't think they want to heal anything, anywhere. I don't believe they want to heal. I don't believe they uh, believe that there is healing really for them. any more than perhaps a heroin junkie is healed whenever they get their next hit of heroin. Of course, that heroin doesn't actually kill them, but it is what they're living for. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that they have the option to take to be healed. That's what if there was anything I would suspect and fear, in a sense, figuratively speaking, it would be that that's what the case is. It's like, oh gosh, there's no bringing it back. It's like you did everything you could, but you have to call it. The time of death was, I don't know. It's, but whenever I see people that are just, trying to be contrary or trying to be contentious, just simply because for the sake of it, when there's no good reason, there's, again, that stuff that's never going to get you what you want. Can't anyone teach them this? That to get what you want, what you truly want, which is to be somebody else different, to be remade, requires you to make that effort to be that person. Have you ever heard, well, I'm not going to say that because they'll take that. Never mind. That's, that's the whole thing about Jesus. That was the whole point of enlisting the Christ, the Son, the Prince of Peace, is because otherwise you're going to have to do it the hard way, the regular way, under the law, through the, you know what I'm saying? And he was the mercy card that you could take. It was basically you're signing on for slavery. I'm yours. I'm your property. I'm going to be a part of you, right? That's basically what it is. I can see where people be afraid of it. But the thing of it is, well, if you do it, then you're going to find out that there's all these improvements that you are absolutely, truly going to experience. But again, of course, I'm just wasting my breath on people who don't have that option, because that sadly seems to be the case. It's like whenever Reznor was singing, "You Get Me Closer to God," after discerning what I have regarding some of the people I've known, I think perhaps they gave away the option to be loved, along with the option to call upon the God, the one, the light. And that's, that was a sad moment a long time ago. I realized that, because I really did believe that statement whenever I said it, that, it's your God-given right to be loved. Well, you have to have that God, though, to give you that right, you see, to be loved and to be able to love. You have to have that God. You have to be of that tribe. You have to petition. If you're not, you have to say, please, oh, please, good God of light and life and good love, send me someone to love and love me and to love me. Help me to be a better person. Help me to do this. Make me that. Make me blah, 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 blah. And it's not all supposed to be about gimme, make me a big star, make me the owner of all these people in my ministry, which is what I can see some of these, like, they just see it as nothing more than their personal pyramid, which, you know what? You build things for the wrong reason, I guarantee you they're not going to last. That's why, that's why they say, if you build it for the Lord, it will be something that you'll be able to inherit. Because you're building it for yourself, really. You're building it for God, and you're building it for the kingdom of God, right? Which you're supposed to be able to inherit. And then, depending on who and what you are, you will be serving in one capacity or another within the kingdom. Many of the guys, sons of heaven, sons of God, will rule. It's sort of like you could think of it as a provincial system, but anyway. I digress, don't I? It's not just about the. I heard when I'm talking today, they were talking about your vibe and then you're healing yourself and this and that. It's like, well, if you mean I'm getting more of God, the good God, if that perhaps my light is increased, I hope, I pray, and that maybe I'm wearing the clothes I'm always supposed to be wearing. I was supposed to graduate in flying colors because that's where I'm from. Wasn't really here to learn anything other than what these people are capable of. Oh my gosh. Well, it certainly is easy to see why Jesus forgives almost anything. Would you agree? Oh, well, if you're of the darkness, then of course you would understand, wouldn't you? Knowing how dark it can get. Well, listen, pray for me. Thank you. And pray for these others that seem to be wanting to take something that it would take 15 minutes. First, they were like saying this will take a couple hours, and then they're saying like it could take all the way till tomorrow morning, and they're real upset. They seem to be very upset that the money is mine, like they begrudge it. You see what I'm saying? It's bizarre. So pray about that for me. That it's facilitated and expedited. We don't need any of this. That kind of interaction, we're just simply not interested in. Where it's difficult and the contrary and ridiculous and acting in ways that's absolutely, it's not legal whenever you're doing this and expecting things like that. You're just, so yeah. Um, and is it an inconvenience? Yeah, an inconvenience of a small sort. And it's like, but it's again, it's just like, why are you being like that when all you're doing is cutting your nose off to spite your face? Yet still again,